out of the community center in Cross Village for sounds like P&E, MDOP, something like that. We shall find out.
Hey, how are you,
Hi.
sir?
I'm doing all right. How are you fellas doing?
Good, sir. Good, sir.
Okay.
I'm retired LE. I came out here. They were going to do a forensic audit on the machine.
Okay.
We met the young lady here who is one of the board members. We came in, we went to the secured door. At that point in time, she noticed that the door was unsecured at this time. Talking with her, she and her brother were the last ones here.
Okay.
They locked that door, deadbolted it and everything. What I noticed about it is, you'll notice too, so it appears that somebody made it look like they maybe kicked the door in, but there's no pry marks on your deadbolt.
Okay.
None, zero. But the handle and the door itself has been damaged.
Gotcha.
This gentleman here was doing the forensic audit.
Okay.
He saw that the machine, and she noticed the machine had been tampered with. When he got into it, and we have pictures and video, it has been tampered with,
Okay.
destroyed. Stuff has been removed. Alright.
So it's this building specifically that got broken into, or the,
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Correct.
And where was did somebody kick at?
Right over here,
Right
sir.
over here. Okay. Okay.
So the machine was right here,
All right.
but as you can see, there's not even a scratch. And she said she and her brother were the last ones here. So obviously, this has been, but this hasn't.
Yeah.
So
Okay. And then how would the door to the whole entire building itself, how was that secured?
they're all secured.
They were all, so someone would have
Someone
had to
had
break
a
in.
key.
Okay.
But there was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it to you.
Sure.
Unfortunately, you got the paperwork,
Yeah.
but I walked the perimeter.
Yeah.
There's no attempted. You can look at it for
Yeah.
yourself. I mean, even snow track, nothing.
Sure.
So obviously, somebody involved has keys.
Right.
At least that's
What it would
that's
appear.
gonna yeah that's
Yeah.
that's gonna be on you, officer.
Sure.
But I wore the same badge 14 years,
Fair enough, man.
and I've gone to residents.
Yeah.
This is bullshit.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, I even looked around here to see. I mean, you can see the door here. I mean, there's nothing, man. Nothing.
Yeah.
And you can feel the door. You can just kick that open one.
Yeah.
No problem. So,
Okay.
this, in my opinion, looks
Sure.
to be staged.
Yeah.
And as far as the machine is concerned, this gentleman here and these folks here can explain to you, but it was broken into.
Okay.
And with everything going on,
Sure.
yeah.
Sure. No, I completely understand. I think I'm getting the picture. So, and as far or start with a B?
Yes.
Okay. I think we have your information already.
Yes, sir.
So we're good to go on that.
Okay, sir.
Is there anything else that you noticed that I should be aware of? Or you don't, I mean, you stick around for as long as you want. I just
No, sir.
like to know that.
I'll answer any questions.
Okay.
I'll give you a statement, whatever you want, or you want me to do whatever. I'll
Yeah.
do whatever you want. Unfortunately, it's your investigation.
No,
at
no,
this
I know
point.
that. Basically,
So-
I just didn't. You know, if you're, I know this call came in like 2 hours ago. We
Yes,
were
sir.
at an accident. So,
No, I get it. Yeah,
um,
he told me you guys had a code 4. So, that right there, in my opinion, should probably be in a chain of custody. And again, you guys. I did my law enforcement in Ohio, so I don't know you guys.
Sure,
But
sure. Well, if it's been tampered with, then
well,
yeah.
and I mean that's no joke, man. That's a voting machine.
Right.
With all the craziness,
Right.
Yeah. So, and Alan can explain to you the damage that he has recorded and seen as well.
Sounds good, because I don't even know the first place to start on that. So.
Well, I think the biggest thing is just that, the body cam too, to see that this was compromised. This is the computer, this is the voting machine. It drops off the ballots down
Okay.
underneath there. And I came here to just do a forensic on it.
Is that part of your normal policy? Just make sure it's operating properly and everything?
No, I was, this is going through something else through the election integrity
Okay.
system. And this was, the seal was broken. These screws are not normal screws, so somebody had to use something and they stripped them because I did a real close-up of all these screws here.
Okay.
So somebody got into this machine because they couldn't put a standard USB thumb drive into this because of the way this is designed. It's designed so you have to have a real special
Okay.
thumb drive that goes into it. So because of that, there's nothing that can be extracted now. It's been compromised.
I see. So I'm sorry, a lot I'm trying to take in all at once here. So there was a USB in there, and it's now gone.
No.
There was nothing in there. Okay.
We tried to put a USB put in there, that there's a special one they have to use from the
Which
state.
goes
account.
right back to the county
Yeah.
when we turn in the election
Okay.
ballots and or the election results.
And then so I was going to take it apart to extract it from the hard drive itself.
Sure.
But all the screws had been chewed up.
Okay.
Somebody used some tool that was not a normal. This is like a Bristol type screw, and all the
Yeah.
screws around here to get into the actual computer.
Okay.
So that's the machine's been compromised.
Okay. So
And we think
this was-
they tried to put something in there because this,
That was inside here,
That was
broken
inside,
off.
yeah,
Yeah.
broken off.
okay, and that's not part of this original machine
Nope.
in any
No.
way.
No.
no.
Okay.
and I
Now,
know-
was there supposed to have? You said there was not supposed to have
No,
been anything in
there
there, so they
shouldn't
didn't
have.
actually. We don't think they actually stole anything
well,
from
they
this
might have
machine.
stolen
information from it.
The information.
They
Okay, and they got that from getting inside of
They
it
had,
by
they had-
taking these
they had to
screws
get the
off.
screws off to get
Okay.
inside of it. Yeah.
All right. I was confused about why the
Yeah, I
USB
don't-
was such an important
They
part
would
of
have
it.
only been able to try that though in there.
Sure.
If they had a key to this,
Yeah.
because it's a specific key,
There's a
Okay.
special key that goes
which
into
is
that.
right on the other side of the machine.
Okay.
Whoever took it apart though would have gotten their fingerprints on this.
Sure.
Because they would have had to hold it and take it apart. So
And this
besides my fingernail, my
Yeah.
fingers are on it.
the texture is it could go either way. We could fume it. Okay, so who are allegedly the last two people who were in here, and how long ago? How long has it been since anyone has seen this, as far as you guys are aware? I mean, election was like 2 months ago, or
I seen it on, wish I could remember the exact date. I seen it when I came in with my brother John. I thought I was saying Steve, because my brother Steve is the clerk now. My brother John used to be the clerk a few years ago.
okay,
He came down here with me and we were cleaning out some file cabinets so I'd have a place to put files. And we took the files in there and the machine was in there at that time. This was still in there and it was closed and we weren't, I said, oh, there's that old DS, whatever it's called. And it was still in the same spot when we came in. It didn't look like it was moved this time.
okay,
But when we went in there, we had to find a key to get in there because I'm new to the clerk position and there's a lot of keys on that key ring. And I don't remember if it was on there. And so we used the key to unlock the deadbolt, went into there, put the files on the shelf and set down one box of files, and then came back out and turned the lock and I remember turning the knob and pushing to make sure it was locked.
okay.
And so, and then hopefully the key's on the ring if I ever do need it again, not that it'd matter at this point, but then and that was the last time anybody that I know of with
Okay.
me or anybody else would have even had any reason to go into that room.
Okay, and how long ago was that?
Let's see. I'm gonna say about a week ago. but maybe even 10 days ago. Because here's what happened, I came down here and I was doing some work, and then I called him and asked him to come down because I was having trouble with Pontum, John.
Okay.
And he came down. Pontum is the program we use for all our bookkeeping. And John knows all about it because he's the original person that set up Pontum.
Sure.
So he came down and showed me what I needed to do. And then I said, geez, I need to find a place to start storing these new files. And he's like, what do you mean? So I showed him that all the file cabinets were full of a bunch of files. And so he said, well, let's empty out this top one, and we can put everything that's current down here in the next one down, and take out the older stuff and put it in the storage room.
Okay.
And I said, okay, so we did that, and he came with me and we put them in the storage room.
Those files are in here right now?
Yeah,
Okay.
the files are sitting
There's
stacked
lots
on
of
the
stuff in
shelf in there.
Okay.
This is Diane Keller, she's a township clerk,
Okay.
and I'm Howard Wood, I'm a trustee on the board.
Okay.
And then I was down here last night, but the lights were off, and I met with our CPA, or our accountant, doing our,
Oh, Rick was over?
yeah, Rick met me down here so he could get some minutes that he didn't have
Yeah.
in the files that he had gotten before I was clerk. So he came down here, but we never came into this room. Then yesterday morning, and I came down here, and I went into the office, and I got the key, which goes to the display case out there, the little one, it's on a pink thing there.
Okay.
So I could hang my minutes in there.
And those keys are left inside this building?
No, I keep those keys right with me all the time.
Okay.
And nobody lives with me right now. They're always in my bedroom in a dresser drawer that nobody would ever access. And then I came up in here, I didn't turn the light on or nothing, but I picked up 2 books up. One, I walked right over to this table. These are new books that people drop off outside.
Okay.
And I had brought some in and stacked them here. And then I seen one I wanted to take, so I took it with me and went out the door. And I don't think that door was even open then.
When was the last time that you saw that door shut, or that you?
The last time I saw that door shut, I'm pretty sure was yesterday without even consciously being aware of it. But because the light was off, it was early morning yesterday. I don't know what time
So
I
that
may
could have
have
been,
opened.
that could have been probably a week, because it was just barely ajar.
Yeah,
When we
it
got-
could
have
either been a week,
could have been 2 weeks.
except for I don't know. It could have been, but I'm more apt to think it was sometime after I left the building yesterday. I might be wrong. I don't know. The only reason I say that is because this is exactly what I did. I had the books in, I had taken them in there with me to get the key. And I got the key, and I was gonna go out, and then I come through here like this, and I'm holding the key in my hand to go outside, right?
Okay.
And there's a little shadow box, we call it, where we post the minutes. And the minutes were in my car still. And I came back in, and I was holding it in my hand, the keys and the books in this hand. And I came in and I took the books over, and I set them down right here. And then I looked over there, and there were a couple books, and so I picked one up and took it with me. And I turned like this and walked. So it seems like I would have noticed, but maybe not. You know, it's different when the lights are on in here. Because it's kind of dark in here, even during the daytime. But
You have been in that
How close was this door to shut?
I don't know.
Without touching the handles and everything, would you show me what you
When I
thought?
came in here, it was open, just like that right there.
And I was in the
Just like
office
that when I
getting the
came
key.
Okay.
And she-
Thought I
she
was
said,
going
"Need
to
the keys?"
get
And I
the-
says, "Di, it's already open."
Yeah.
That's when all this.
And I'm like, it is? And I came in. And that's when I noticed the
So it
door
was like
knob.
that.
Yeah, not quite that open, but
Not
not,
that
a
way.
little bit back this way, yeah.
But I think I would have noticed it just walking in, even in the day, even without the lights on in here. Because like with the lights off, I mean, at this time of night it's this dark, but I was here at,
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, well, I had to catch the post office, so I think it was like about 8:30, 9, not long after the post office opened.
When, yesterday?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
yesterday
see you
morning.
there.
You seen me at the post office, what
And I
time was
going to
it?
the doctor, and it was about.
I don't know, I can't remember.
10:15.
10, 15, yeah, something like that. But I came
How
in
does the
and,
sunrise?
and that's why I got,
How does the sunrise? Over there? So, just wondering if
could have caught any light coming through there.
Well, it was,
That would have been, I mean, to me,
Yeah.
because you said the lights were off, right?
yeah, the lights were
So
off
you
in
would have
this
caught,
room.
so if the door
Yeah.
was open, you probably would have seen light coming through the opening of the door, wouldn't you?
That's what
I would
seen.
think
That's
so,
what I seen
yeah.
first.
Right, so that makes sense, so you didn't see the light.
No, I didn't, in fact, when I
I'm
walked
sorry.
in,
I didn't-
No, you're fine.
yeah,
man.
when I walked in, it was just like automatic, you know, because I knew that they were new books, they were sitting out there on the
Right.
bench when I came in. And so I carried them with me and foolishly took them into the office with me instead of taking them right in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Took them in the office with me because I just wanted to get the pink key that because it always hangs on the pegboard. And then when I came in, I said, oh, I'll just set these books down. And I set the books down on the table right there. And then I picked up one that somebody else had left to put on the table, you know, because we just stack them there until we get time to put them in, pull away.
Sure.
And I picked one up and I had my minutes, I had my minutes in my hand, that's right. Because I laid them down on my hand and I'm holding the key and my keys are in my pocket to get in the building. And I went out the door and the door shut behind me and I'm like, shit, I can't get back in because I never turn that thing unless I'm going.
Okay. So,
Nobody's been in those buildings for, what, 3 months now, or maybe longer.
Because we're not even doing our,
This
this,
has been closed,
the
this one for
reading room has been closed.
Last summer, yeah.
And that's why I put the key thing on my key ring, because I had accidentally locked myself out, so I know the door was locked when I left. But
how about
I had
any other
my
doors?
keys in-
This is a big building. Is there any other doors to get
There's
in?
one in the office, and there's one,
I wonder if they came in the back door from the basement.
I don't know, but there's a few different entrances, and we don't use any of them. This goes down into the basement.
You got the key
and
with you,
there
Danny?
is- Oh, is that one locked? I don't
Yeah,
know.
somebody-
Well, if it's locked, then there's no sense in opening it back up.
True.
So the biggest thing, Officer Mark,
There is one over here too, but
that I see is that had a deadbolt. You had to have a key.
Yeah.
The machine was totally
You had to
handicapped.
get in.
I think
There's
so
no
too.
breakthrough.
I had it
Okay.
videotaping me the whole time. When I touched it, it was already in, everything was intact. So
Sure.
somebody took it out and put it back after they got into it.
right,
Okay.
yeah, the machine itself, yeah.
Who has keys to those machines? I mean, are they special only to those machines, or?
Yes.
Yes,
especially
they are.
those machines
And I
that
have
are-
one on my key chain,
Okay.
and I don't know if there's any other ones. If there are, I don't know where they would be. I know they probably gave us extra ones, but I don't know who would have them.
I would assume
Okay.
anyone who had a key to something like that, there should be a receipt of
I would assume the
that,
same
hey,
thing.
I received a key.
Right, but I'm saying I don't know who would
What-
have
The only
them.
person that you know at this point in time is you.
Me, and then the previous clerks from before, but I don't, why would you keep that,
But is that a new machine this year though?
No, we've had that machine for a while. Because when the last 2 years I did elections, we had that machine, at least.
I saw
two.
2018 on the date on this.
Yeah.
so-
Was this
Yeah.
a scheduled appointment that you had today to be here?
It was through the election integrity.
But I mean, it was scheduled though. You didn't just show up unannounced. Was it scheduled that you were supposed to be here today?
I was called, yes.
Okay. Who made that call?
What's your name?
Deputy Mark Hazen.
Maven, okay. Mark.
Yep. Who set that appointment up?
I don't know. I didn't.
It seems there's many things that seem very odd. One of the main ones is this machine's been sitting in there since prior to November 15th, I'm assuming, and yeah, I'm assuming you haven't been here in that
I've
amount of
never
time.
been.
No, this is the first time I've been
Okay,
in here.
so we've narrowed it down to a week, possibly less than 24 hours before the machine is supposed to be audited. It gets tampered with.
Exactly.
We have one person that we know of who has a key, which is you,
Right, yeah.
and apparently you appear to be the very last person in this building
Right,
12 hours ago.
yes,
Well, 24 hours ago, whatever.
yeah. Yeah.
And you live alone.
Mhm.
Nobody broke into your house.
No.
Okay, there's a.
You can
I'm
make
not.
your finger
I am
fit.
not trying to. I'm not. Look, I'm not What was your
know.
first name again? I'm sorry.
Diana.
Diana. Okay.
Yeah.
I am not in the position currently to accuse you.
Right, yeah.
However, there's a lot of things that are stacked against you.
I know there is, and that's why I was nervous, and I told Woody, I said, it makes me nervous, you know, that this happened, because, exactly, here's the only other thing that I can think of, and that is that tomorrow is when we do every township in Michigan basically is doing it. It's a RAL, we call it, and it's where I'm going to have to be here with a Republican, which is my brother Steve's a Republican, and he's the supervisor. He's going to help me do it. And we have to open up the ballot bin, take the ballots out in a nice stack, and then we have to count through them.
Okay.
So, to a certain number, 13 or 12 or whatever, and take that one out and check on a little mark. I have all the paperwork in here that I have to do when that day comes. So it wouldn't have involved that machine or anything for what I'm doing tomorrow.
Sure.
But I don't know if somebody got wind of that besides me and my brother. I mean, we talked amongst ourselves about it,
Yeah.
about coming down and doing it, because they want us to stream it live when we do it, but we can't because we don't know how to stream something live. I don't anyway.
Sure.
But we're going to, she did tell us we can do a recording of it and then post that online.
Who knew that machine was even in that room? Yeah, I've never been in this building
I would
before.
imagine, I knew it was there for a long time because I worked on elections.
Yeah.
So I imagine anybody that worked on elections or anybody that had any reason to have access to that room, which basically it would be anybody that stored files from here to there,
Yeah.
I would assume, would know that that machine was in there.
I
Okay.
try to remember back when we used to keep the machines in there
Yeah.
when I was important. I'm trying to remember back. I know first it got so much stuff in there that we decided I said, what about, here we go.
Well, and I think when they made, that old one we had was different. It didn't have the,
There was 2 or 3 machines like in there.
Yeah, yeah.
So we moved them in there to get more room in that office.
yeah,
That was, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago though.
yeah. And every time I worked an election, that was one of the things we'd do. We'd go in there and get that machine and pull it out and get
Okay.
it set up ready for the start of the election and the following morning. So, I
Okay.
understand that I'm probably the only one that,
How do we find out who else had a key?
I don't know.
I know this much, and I don't mean to interrupt right now.
You're fine.
That this is closed right now,
Yeah.
but it has a lock flip on it. And that back door to the basement, it's been open, and I had people down there camping down there, sneaking in the back door. That's why if you can open it, I'd like to go down and check the back door, make sure it's still closed.
Okay.
'Cause
My
Yeah, I know
keys are
when I walked around,
still in there.
I checked and pulled on all the doors.
on them back doors?
Yes, sir, but there's nothing wrong with double checking it.
That's what
You know?
Yeah, just keep an eye on it. Yeah.
Who's this?
My friend called us and said she needed us here, so here we are.
Pardon me?
I got a call from Priscilla, she said she needed help, so here we are.
I'll give you a
No?
statement.
Priscilla,
Her
where's
service changed
Priscilla?
twice.
I
Okay.
don't know.
Just so you know.
She said-
Okay.
Again, I'm not pointing fingers just like you. I don't have
Priscilla
enough
doesn't even come in.
articulated evidence to say or do whatever,
I
but
mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, man, to me, there's some red lights. If you listen to her voice, you know, see her hand shaking. Stories change twice. I don't know. Sometimes you remember shit and it does change, but
Right.
it just doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry. It don't smell. It don't pass the smell test.
you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? So,
I'm on board.
yeah. Sorry,
There's
No,
no, you're good.
I should have told dispatch I had firearms on me.
Oh, you're good,
I
man.
saw you look and I was like, oh god, I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Why don't you call her on your cell phone?
You're not.
I even stripped all my police shit off and I got it.
I
in
gotcha.
there. I just,
Well, I mean, you let me know what
Yeah.
your history was as soon as I walked in the door. So don't even worry about it. You're all good.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
You guys doing all right out there, man? I know it's getting to be hell in a handbasket.
Yeah.
At least you guys are okay up here, man.
We're
Big cities, man.
yeah.
melt.
No, I'm quite content.
Yeah,
in
I don't blame you.
Emmett
man.
County.
Yeah, no, it's I can show you scars from fucker cut me through my vest.
Oh,
one day.
jeez, oh,
Yeah,
Pete.
bad.
Jeez, oh, Pete. You said Ohio?
Screwdriver.
This
Yeah.
is- okay.
Columbus.
Wow. Yeah.
Columbus
Okay.
and Cincinnati.
Fair enough.
So they come down here and in that back door, and I catch them down there sleeping. And they were just the summer people. Now that's closed. And you check that one, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I pulled on that door.
And I'm gonna keep this one locked again. All right, that's locked, all right.
Yes.
That's it.
Somebody who had a key had to go into it.
That's all.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
They had to have
there was
computer
nothing,
ID.
there was nothing even attempted.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What, back to those screws that were tampered with, did those ever actually get taken out, or they were just?
I don't know.
Did
Looks
anyone-
like
They were stripped.
They're all
Okay.
chewed because they didn't have the right tool.
Okay, so no one actually got to, but the key is the definite thing that needed to be used to get into that little department where the USBs were, correct?
Yes, yeah, you
Okay.
had to have a key. You
Okay.
didn't pull the machine out to
Yeah.
take it apart. You actually had a key to unlock it.
Oh, I see. To even get
So
the
you can't even pull that
You
machine
can't
out.
pull it out.
Okay.
The whole thing's
Unless you
locked
have
up, so you
keys.
have to have a key to actually open
Gotcha.
up that.
Several different keys,
No.
if I remember correctly.
What-
One is to pull the machine out of the machine itself.
Yeah.
One, there's another key to get into that department.
Okay.
So you actually gonna,
Yeah.
What, my knowledge on this is here compared to yours.
I own a computer repair company.
Okay, gotcha. How?
so you might want to tell them what's going on. Or
There's
just
something
mention
more.
it.
She wants you upstairs.
Okay.
There was word of that the machines are going to be wiped tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I was contracted. I was from like the Department of Defense contact to come
Allegedly.
here and to clone the hard drive so they can investigate the software at
Okay.
some other place.
And that's why I'm with him.
Gotcha.
They had to have
That's
somebody else.
security.
Oh, okay. That makes sense now. Okay.
And
Gotcha.
He had to record me.
Allegedly, the DOD is on the perimeter. Allegedly, we don't
Yeah.
know, but they're DOD contractors that have been watching this place when we got here, or previously, or right before we got here. They were perimeter. I don't know. I can't
Fair enough.
confirm or deny, but I'm
Sure.
just telling you the information
Sure.
we were given.
Okay.
So.
So there's a little bit more. Okay. Fair enough.
No, this is a
yeah.
little bit bigger than I think than any of us realize at this point in time. That's why,
Yes.
as soon as we got this, we were.
Some of the software on there would have had logarithms that could be investigated.
Okay.
So
And that's where all the tracing is coming from, is the algorithms.
Okay. And I think I've asked this. I just want to be 100% sure. It was tampered with. Yes. Was anything stolen from that machine?
can't tell.
Can't tell. Okay. Okay. And we don't know if anything was wiped already before you guys got here, or I guess I don't know if I'm using the right terminology, but as basically at this point it's a big old fat question mark if anything was actually done to it, or if it was just absolutely tampered with. We know that,
Yeah.
but if they actually were able to finish the job, so to speak. So okay. Well, and not
You
that
would
it-
be more inept to answer that question,
Yeah.
but
And not that it matters, really. 'cause
no, not that it matters
no.
because the crime has been committed,
Right,
obviously.
right. It's just I just want to
Definitely
get
got
the.
burglary or
This is most likely going to get passed along to my detective department because I think we're on the right track with Diana Keller. I need to write people's names down. That's a strange coincidence that she's. That's a strange coincidence. Okay. I guess I need to go see what they wanted me upstairs for, and then I'm going to gather people's information. I'm probably going to wind up taking that machine. Is that acceptable to take that
Oh, yeah,
machine?
absolutely.
I
Okay.
would, and I would.
And then I've noticed the gentleman who's helping us, I can't remember his name either. He's touched almost every doorknob in here. But the machine is, at least we can take it, fume it. Probably should actually go get eyes on it right now. And photograph it, and I'm gonna probably pass this on to my detective bureau, and we'll get everyone's names and start digging into it.
It's a federal thing at this point.
Yeah. And if the detective bureau gets a hold of it and they deem it fit to be sent to the FBI, then we'll absolutely do that too. Is that who it would go to, or Department of Justice? If they were okay, okay.
Department of
Or
Defense.
Department of Defense. Gotcha.
What's
okay.
going on right now?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Well, I guess we'll. I'll certainly get photographs, get that. I'm gonna grab some gloves. I'll see what they wanted to talk to me about in the first place. You guys wanted me up here?
Diane wanted you. Diane.
You wanted me?
Yes, these two ladies, when they were getting ready to leave, they said that I said something about we're doing this or that, and she said, well, who's the sheriff, who's the officer in there? And I said, I can't pick up his name right now, but he came in to investigate because there was a break-in. And she said, well, that's what Priscilla told us. How did you know it was broken in, Priscilla?
No, not until I spoke to Howard. And
I didn't say you were
Tara-
broken in.
Tara told me.
Who?
Tara, the one
Oh,
that you
Tara. I haven't talked to Tara since
this morning, earlier.
earlier this morning, but I
Yeah.
said it was broken. I said, we're gonna get into it.
Yeah, this
Come
is
in
all
and-
later.
that was
Yeah,
coming-
this is,
that was-
I just found
No,
out.
I got the phone call. They said they're gonna come out. So they came to my house, okay? And then we came over and I called Diane so she could be here because she's the clerk. And that's how we got in here.
So how did anybody find out it was broken into when you guys came down
Just
here?
now, the door was
Just
open.
when you came down? Okay,
So how did
So
you
that
find
door
out?
was open when we walked in.
yeah. I heard it just from here, when I called in to see,
Well, there's a mix-up somewhere because I never.
Yeah.
When
said
did
no
you
such
call
thing.
in? Who did you call when you called in?
Howard's house, and his wife was telling me that was when you ran home, I guess, when you came down here and you went back to the
Oh, I
house.
had to go back to the house.
That was it, yeah,
Oh, okay. She didn't say you called.
yeah.
Okay.
There was something going on, so,
All right.
well, I know,
So the phone call came to me this morning, okay?
yeah,
First thing, you called me first, okay?
yeah.
And said something about we're gonna have a forensic,
Yeah.
what do you call it?
Forensic
Audit,
audit.
Forensic audit. So I called Tony Dreyer, okay? And Tony told me to call Susan. So I called Susan
Yeah.
at the county. And Susan says, they're gonna come in and clean the machines, okay? We don't know what day that was. But then I get a phone call, these gentlemen are gonna come up here and do a forensic test on the machine to make sure that everything was up. I'm not, if this machine's been messed with, somebody that really knows computer stuff had to do this,
Yeah.
okay? So, it's where it is.
Did you
This is-
call these guys then?
Pardon me?
Did you call these two gentlemen?
They came to my house this morning. To do the forensic, well, about 2 o'clock, I guess you come by, wasn't it? Yeah, here's something. So, here we are. And so this has been, they looked on the side of it and these little screws have been boogered, the seal's broken,
It's been compromised.
so, that's what we're sitting at right now.
So what are you gonna do about it? I mean, what
The
can we do?
investigation's been started.
Investigate.
Good,
It's already investigated.
good. Then
How-
you're doing a report then, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome. You've been
But-
good.
Okay.
So you used to be on the board here?
I was a township
She was
clerk.
Oh, were you
clerk, she was a
Are you
clerk and then
Brian?
Diane got.
No, ma'am. No,
So
ma'am.
where's Brian at? From ES&S?
He's not
Who?
here at this point.
Who,
Brian
who's,
from ES&S.
I don't know who that is.
The guy that comes out and is supposed to do the maintenance on these
Oh,
things.
what's his name?
Brian Stark,
Brian Stark, he's coming tomorrow.
he's not coming tomorrow.
Oh, 19th you said? Huh?
He's coming the 19th.
The 19th, yeah.
yes.
So,
So you
So
came
he
down
had
here.
he hasn't been out here yet to
No.
have done any.
no, that's nothing.
Huh.
Some of this
Okay.
stuff is coming out of Washington, okay, to do this forensic
what?
studies.
Pause. Why are you three here in the first place?
I was
How'd you get called to come here?
I was called to come down and help. I
Okay.
didn't know you were here.
Okay.
They
It's
just
a
said,
public,
get down
yeah.
here. They wanted someone.
I understand it's a
to-
public place,
to
but what brought you
lock
here?
Who called you?
Tara Jackson and Priscilla.
Oh,
I'm the
okay.
ex-clerk.
And
I understand.
you were told that there was an issue,
And I was
or
when I got
what
the
did
call
they
from
say?
Brian.
They were saying
Who's
that
Brian?
there wasn't a,
The one we just talked about,
they thought
Stark,
it was
from
broken
ESNS.
into.
How did he
They
find
were
out about
concerned
it?
that someone
He
was
doesn't know
being
anything about it.
machine.
He left me a
And he told
message
you
that he's gonna come
Tara
in.
Jackson, Priscilla.
So why are you here?
I was asked to
Tara
come down
Jackson,
here
the
by,
To do what? I'm just trying to get the facts here. I'm not trying to accuse you. I'm trying to figure out why you guys came down here in the first place.
Try to get someone
I
there.
talked to his wife, and I came down here after talking to his wife.
Okay, and what were you planning on doing when you got here?
Offering whatever assistance I can, if
For-
I knew anything at all, and I don't.
For assistance for what?
What is going on with obviously the machine.
Okay. All right. And your wife knew about what was going on? I'm sure you probably mentioned it to
The
her.
first time I got the phone call last night, and they said there was gonna be, what do you call it? Audit to come in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not an audit, no.
How-
That's
They're
when I
gonna
called
clean
Tony Blair this morning to see if she knew anything about it. She told me to call the clerk's office. I
Okay.
called the clerk's
County
office,
the
county
county
clerk.
clerk.
And when,
Yeah.
then all this started coming around.
Sure, so we've established that we knew that they were going to be here, but we didn't know that this place was broken into until what, 2 hours ago? 3 hours
3
ago?
hours ago, yeah, right?
Okay, so how did you guys know that this place was broken into?
I found out from calling his wife after he had come home to get a flashlight or something.
I had just some, these little players.
Okay,
And that's how I
And
found out.
Donna told
Okay.
me that, yeah. By then, I think I probably was, I came in, it's over, somebody
Yeah.
broke into the house, the building.
all right. For starters, I'm gonna get a camera, I'm gonna get some gloves, I'm gonna get a bag. The same thing that you showed him as far as being able to get the machine out of this device and then open up everything with the key. Would you mind showing me that as well? And I can have it on my body camera here. Then I'm gonna get everybody's information, and we're probably all gonna get out of this building, to be quite honest. We're done. So this place is now, apparently it's a crime scene. So keep your hands to yourself, don't touch anything that's not already been touched, to almost everything, and we'll take it from there, okay?
Okay.
All right, be right back.
Robert's also nil valid, good till 7/29/2021.
Copy, thank you. If you would just have to note and go ahead and clear me out afterwards.
Clear then.
All right, so if you want to do that.
Yeah, we're ready to go. Right now, this is going to be a demonstration of opening the voter box by someone who's trained to do so and the various keys involved in completing the process.
My fingerprints will be on somewhere, after I pulled it out from the door.
I guess he said he was talking on my phone.
Hello. Yes. Good.
It was unlocked. Took a picture before I touched it. It was unlocked.
Just like it is
It was
now?
never totally
Okay.
locked. It was never totally locked.
All right.
Okay.
Because we're,
Because I took a picture before I touched it.
Okay.
do we have who?
And
So this is how it was, but obviously it was unlocked because this
oh,
one.
so that's how it's supposed to be. We'll push down all the way.
Oh, and then this goes up to lock it, and then you got a
Okay.
key to lock it here. So this was actually unlocked.
Okay.
Because I took a picture before I touched it.
All right, we'll do it. Yep.
So then, outside of it being basically compromised, just sitting there. So the machine, this all comes out, and this goes out like this.
Okay.
That's when I started taking it apart.
Okay.
Was her key. Actually, she was doing it. We were videotaping it. And then, but to get to it, the USB drives, everything, you have to use these keys, or if you don't have these keys, you have to break into it from the screws,
Okay.
which have been, the sealed one there has been broken into.
Sure.
Because you don't normally have to get into these things. The software people, they just come and plug their USB drives in.
Yeah.
So this was either because somebody either didn't have a key,
Okay.
they had to break in, the side of it.
Sure.
But that was unlocked.
Okay.
So this was actually unlocked. And I looked back at my picture. Before I touched it, I took pictures of it, and this wouldn't totally lock. So this was actually unlocked.
So somebody had to have a key to that as well to unlock that brake. Because this is going to be the brake
normally
to
would.
slide it up, right?
You normally would. So, see this machine, my guess is they could never lock it because something was wrong with the cover.
Who was the last one to handle this machine?
Put it away.
Who put it away? Who put it in that room?
They couldn't get the levers locked.
Until it's locked down here.
It probably was one of the
No,
workers.
there's a
Okay.
problem with its locking system. But you can't
You
even lock
understand
it
what he's
right
saying?
now.
Oh, yeah.
He's wondering or assuming, it wasn't properly locked down. But either way, if it's put away, what's the standard operating procedure?
My first name is Mark, M-A-R-K. Last name is Hazen,
Just use it
H-A-Z-E-N.
Z-E-N?
Pack it
Yes,
all
correct.
up, lock it, and put it in that room.
I can see
Badge
why it
number is
wasn't locked.
2432.
If this was locked, they couldn't close it all the way. Okay. So it wasn't closed all the
You
way.
need a
Put your
sign.
name and address.
It's locked. This one should have stayed unlocked.
And there's no chain of custody on who handles the machine and this, that, and the other.
Just election.
Bet you there will be from
No.
here on out on it everywhere.
Yeah.
So because they didn't, it wasn't totally locked, somebody broke into that. All they would have had to do was
You
go
want
like
her,
this,
did you want,
pop this open.
Mark.
Since this wasn't locked
Yes.
here,
did you want her address, phone number?
Oh, you guys doing this for me?
Yeah.
Oh, I appreciate it.
We'll do through it.
no, you would not need to.
Oh, did you?
One for him and
You
one
didn't
for
Well, we
have,
can make
Okay.
a
You didn't
copy
have
in
her key.
the
This
office,
would actually be-
can't we? Just make
Yeah.
a copy
Yeah.
of the
you
same
didn't have her
one.
key.
All right, so basically, I think I've actually spoken with you before. I spoke with you on the phone. This was been pre-election, and there was an issue with the post office.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're
So
right.
I've spoken with you before. So
You have my
I do have your information. So you're good. Everyone else, I didn't realize you were writing all this down, your names and everything down on a piece of paper. I appreciate that a lot. First, middle, last, date of birth, and a phone number are the things that I require. And print as
Yeah.
legible as possible, please.
What are they doing? Collecting our
Just
info?
follow.
Yep. Basically, everyone who's in the building right now, pretty much what's going to happen is this is fairly substantial, what's going on here. And we're not accusing anyone, basically, but because everyone's here, at a certain point, there may be a time where we come in, we take a fair amount of evidence from this building, and we'll need to know who is in this building right now. So if we come up with any sort of foreign person's fingerprint, DNA, you name it, you know, we can rule out, okay, well, no.
Yeah.
So that's the reason.
Do you want to take a report then with each of us now, or?
Well, basically, I kind of got the gist of it as far as,
The sequence of events?
yes,
And each person's, how they got here?
and it would seem as though the last time this place was seen was yesterday, and that room was not broken into as of yesterday.
Really? Somebody was here yesterday and it wasn't.
It would seem that way if my timeline is correct. So,
It's locked. I know I locked it when I left office,
how long ago was that you had seen it been in?
back in November.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah,
we might.
yeah, the election, I locked that door.
Hey,
and
deputy,
that was it.
Yes,
can I speak to you for a moment?
you sure can.
Stand here so you can keep an eye on the machine, but what I just thought about is okay, so we looked at the 3 screws on the side, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were all stripped out, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if they're stripped out and they can't get them out, how would they be able to put them back in? I'm wondering if the evidence or the information they were trying to obtain was not able to be obtained and they put it back. Because it wouldn't make much sense. If I strip the screw, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm no handyman, but if I strip the screw, I can't put it back in.
All right.
So
They
it
most
might have
likely
been an
never took it
attempted,
out.
yeah,
Right.
and that information is still in there. So my question to you is this, sir. Is it possible that Alan can take a look and possibly open it up to see, okay, the information wasn't compromised or it was? Because that's going to be the first question they're going to ask
Yes,
you
yes.
to move forward with the case.
If he's got the capability, then I would be 100% on board with it.
Alan,
Yeah, as long as it's all going to be captured on this and
Right.
you have gloves on while you're doing it, then I'm fine with that.
But I've already touched it before.
Oh, that's fine. I saw you. I
You're
caught
touching it,
that too. But I mean,
but he's probably got a pair of latex gloves you can get. My question to him was the same I posed to you is, if the screws were stripped in an attempt to remove it, there's no way they could have put the screws back in a stripped form to resecure it. So I'm thinking the information you're trying to obtain might still be in there. So the question I posed to the deputy was, would it be permissible for you to try and attempt to get in there with what tools we have to see and make the determination, yes, it was compromised and it was taken, or no, it wasn't, but it was an attempt to compromise and take it?
It's possible. I don't have the kind of screw head to open that up,
Right?
without drilling them out.
Yeah?
I would have to drill them out.
I mean, we can't move this thing. It has to be done in front of him on the body cam. And that's what I was thinking is there any way we can actually get into that to make the determination? Because that's going to make a big determination on what will happen with this. Will it move forward? I mean, if they haven't gotten the information, yes, it's still a case, but it's not as serious a case.
is there
We're looking at the sticker, I think. Brian was talking about take the sticker.
what
It's been no broke. It's already been, yeah, let's see. That's the one.
Because I did a snapshot of that earlier. You can see that this one is blown up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my
You can
God.
see that it was chewed up.
where is that?
This is right.
Oh, that's the screw. Okay.
I don't know if they got into it because it looks like they just kept going and going.
Those are the same screws that bathrooms have on all their stalls and everything. Which, unless you have that exact thing, you're not getting into it. Which I don't know why they use those screws on bathrooms, but they do.
He's got on my side.
Now, how did the rest of it? How did you get the rest of it open? Like it was when I first. got
Then you
in
have to
here?
have a key.
You
Okay.
do. Oh, it's a barrel, it's called a barrel key.
Okay.
You gotta go, I don't have, no, Diane's got
So if you don't have a barrel key, then
The only way is the
The only other
screws.
way is the screws
Okay.
on the side.
Yeah,
Now, and this was found.
inside the
inside one of the USB ports. Okay. Do we have those keys again? Or if you just want to open up the whole entire thing just so it can be on my own phone as well.
Any particular place you want me to start?
Oh, however you get into it. This is 100% foreign to me, so. Okay.
Who's your horse? Okay, talk to you on text before.
And the other one's in the front.
Yeah, I was asking where the pick up sign.
Okay.
Ladies.
They're not that one.
That one's open too?
Yeah, that one just opens right up.
Okay.
Whoops, every time I reach in there, I hit the power thing.
Okay.
Huh?
I think that's it.
Alright,
Did you already get pictures, I take it? Right?
Ma'am?
Huh?
You already took pictures, right?
Yes, ma'am, we did. But we actually have
Yeah.
video and pictures,
Okay.
so we have it all. They say that wasn't supposed to be in there. So I don't know.
And it was
Gotcha.
right down in there, but it could be from when somebody clipped off a,
Security.
Okay. Do you want to show me your keys real quick again? That's this key right here.
yeah. That basically access everything on there except for the top one and the two drawers where the ballots go to.
Small, little, maybe Dieter knows that we can pull those and open them.
Oh.
Maybe he says he thinks he might.
We have
How-
some in the house that Needle knows how to.
I'm gonna ask you probably the same question over and over again. This key looks a heck of a lot similar to these screws being from a bathroom. This key looks like it would open up a toilet or a paper towel dispenser in a bathroom.
Right, but they're all designed differently, is what I've been told anyways. I don't know how true it is. They all have a different area when the slot is on them.
Hope that is different.
Okay. I mean, it looks exactly like the key that would open up a
Yeah,
dispenser.
I know, because we used to use them at the store I worked at too, but it's not quite like that. It didn't have the nice black part on it.
Okay.
But, you know,
So you can't tell yet if
Okay. Is this list complete over here?
What's that?
Okay. Thank you guys for doing that, by the way.
Can you make a couple copies of that?
You sure can. Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, here's what, when we first got here, besides seeing the door was ajar, and took pictures of the actual.
No.
But see, it wasn't broken into because we had a deadlock up here that was unlocked. If it would have been locked, they would have broken off the whole trim and everything when they would have kicked it open.
Right. Do you want to say all that again?
Huh?
Do you want to say all that again?
Sure. So when we first got here, this, I think you can take a picture of that.
yes. I don't know.
See in the office?
A couple of different pictures here.
Printers?
I have no idea.
did you want me to make a copy of that for you?
I don't know where I don't know where he went.
He went to his, I think he went to his truck to see if he had a tool that,
Gotcha.
Inside
Okay.
the room
How are you?
was this machine.
Pretty good.
Oh, geez. Who are you?
Is this where I vote?
What?
I don't know what's in district.
Holy crap.
There's a voting going on tonight?
Voting was a couple months ago.
Yeah,
Anyway,
This is where I get my Wi-Fi.
All right. This right now, I'm going to be real with you. This is a crime scene. I'm going to need you to turn around and walk right back out the door.
what's your name?
Can I stand right here?
What? Who are you?
Richard
Richard?
Rathburn.
Good. Rothberg?
Everybody calls me Chum.
Okay. What brings you here? Just to
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi is what brings you here?
Yeah, the only way to communicate in the village. Why?
Okay.
What brings you here?
Well, details I can't really discuss. We're just trying to keep people out of this building.
Fine by me. Do you mind if I stand right here and use the Wi-Fi?
You can if you hang out on the bench. Is that going to work out good for you?
Perfect.
Okay, sounds real good, man.
All right. Should I shut the door for you?
Yeah, you can leave her open for the time being, please. Thank you. And then you said your first name was Richard?
Richard.
All right, Richard.
R-A-T-H-B-U-R-N is my last name.
P-U-R...
No, R-A-T-H-B-U-R-N.
B-U-R-N. M.
Yes,
Okay.
like feel my wrath and burn. Sorry, I didn't mean to say
No,
that.
you're all good, man. What's your middle name?
Robert.
Robert is your middle name, and what's your date of birth, sir?
A 12186.
12186, and then good phone number?
For sure.
All right.
231 330 9160.
9160. Perfect. Thank you, sir.
Yep. If you took my information, can I ask?
Who is this?
I have no idea, dude.
That's Woody. That's the guy that was here.
I live right here, bro.
No, you're good. You're good. Basically, I'm
This
just
is my
trying.
backyard.
This is your backyard, or is there's nothing behind here but woods, right?
Yeah, my house.
Okay, gotcha. No, you're all good. You're all good. Basically, I can't be letting any more people inside here unless they've already been in here. He's one of them. All right. I'm not trying to inconvenience it at all, but this is a crime scene right now.
What on earth is that fur?
I can't tell you, man. I'm not at liberty to discuss details right now. Okay. So that's where it's at. I can't.
That seems very suspect to me.
Well, it's a suspicious crime scene. So yeah.
It seems
All right.
suspect to you, right?
Yeah, it does.
It does.
Yep.
So we're on the same idea here?
Yep. We are.
Okay.
We are.
Perfect. Well, I'm going to use the Wi-Fi.
Okay. Sounds
Perfect.
good. Sounds real good to me. Thank you.
She says she don't know. He says he's hanging out here and there, waiting around, dancing in the streets. I don't know. It sounds like somebody homeless or whatever.
Gotcha.
I'll watch for him if you want.
What's that?
I wouldn't mind it. Appreciate it.
He looks like he's a little under something.
Yeah, I would agree.
24 or something.
Yeah. Some of our codes are the same, but for the most part, I don't know.
Code 4 is auto injury with accident, or with auto with injury.
Okay.
Code 2 is non-injury, 24 drunk.
Yeah, we for drunk be 54 too. Yeah, we don't use a ton of codes up here, but I get it though. Yeah, for us the drunk be like 54 too, and car accident we just call PDA, things like that. So
Yeah, okay. I'll keep an eye on him. He's got some tools. Hopefully,
okay.
that might take a lot off your plate.
All right, appreciate it.
Oh, it's a different kind of. That's an Allen wrench.
Yeah, this,
It's gonna have a hole in the center. Oh, you got one with a hole in the center.
that's,
So it's the next one up from there.
that one. There you go.
It's too big.
No, too big?
So these are too small. This is too big. Is this a metric set?
That I don't know. I've never used it, we got it for Christmas.
See, clearly, this one here is even really chewed up.
Yeah, I see that.
So these probably aren't going to work because it was really chewed up.
These dies key.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So
That's
you
not going
think
to work.
somebody used an impact drill to make it shoot up so bad?
Yeah, because he had to chew it up, going and taking it out.
Probably has somebody has probably a portable.
Yeah.
Oh, they're kind of like a star.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Those are the same security bolts they use for stalls and bathrooms.
That's what you said.
That's the only thing I've ever seen them on before.
The only thing I'm thinking is because it was like this when
Yeah.
we first got here, okay? Somebody did not have the keys on the top to actually get into it. They didn't have these, you know, the bathroom key to get into it. Because it was already open, it was compromised. All they was gonna do is take this out like this.
Yeah,
And because it wasn't locked here,
flip that down. Flip that down, they can slide
if
it
this
out.
was properly locked, they would not have been able to get the machine out. Okay? It was not properly locked the way it was. All you have to do is pull it out after that point. And then, you know,
But this was all locked.
then you can say, well, shoot, I can't get into it this way. Ooh, I can get into it through the screws on the side. Because that's how I was going to get into it when I saw it
Sure.
screwed up.
Were they able to get past any of these or no? You're saying that they couldn't though because of wasn't the right fit?
We didn't have this one here, and these here are all chewed up. Can't even use a...
Okay. Well, I guess let's shut it off for now.
Yeah, just shut it off.
Oh, you just did? Okay. We'll close it back up. I guess with the key, I'll let you do that. Probably gonna wind up taking that key, and then this machine's coming with me. We can kind of go round and round with speculation at this point in time. We're not going to get anywhere. I think you're right. I don't think they were able to get those screws out. And, I mean, could have been with a power drill. It could have been by hand. Who knows?
There's that key for that.
Fit in here. Hopefully it will. And it looks like it's not going to. And this is the biggest bag I got. Yeah, there's no way it's going to fit in there. Down for a second, get another thing out here. I just don't want to get as much, as little contact from my car as it possibly can get.
This is a copy for everyone.
I think mine was sitting right there. Perfect. Okay, that's gonna have to be good enough. We have this. Not very small bags. We'll put it right in here.
Just set that on top.
Yeah. Okay. Now. That's interesting. I guess we'll just leave it here. We can always come back. Basically, no one's going to be able to really come in here at all after we all leave. So, where was my sheet at? Was that the one you have, or where's? Okay. So, you're Howard.
Yes.
Okay. I got Priscilla. I know Diana.
And the two young ladies.
Tanya Moore. Who is Tanya? You're Tanya Moore? Morse. Okay, gotcha. And then you're, oh, she's over there. Tiara. Okay. Same last names. You guys sisters? Fair enough. What is?
have the same address.
Oh, okay, perfect. What is your middle name?
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot.
No, you're fine.
It's Michelle. M-Y-C-H-E-L-L-E.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. And then what's your middle name? L-E-E. Perfect. Okay. And then what does J stand for?
Oh, I'm sorry, Jean.
Jean?
J-E-A-N-N-E.
J-E-A-N-N-E? Okay. And... yeah. Yeah. Howard, what's your middle name?
Earl.
Earl. E-A-R-L? Okay. Perfect.
My address is 6292 North Sixth California.
Gotcha. And then you're Alan?
Yes.
Okay, what's J stand for?
I'm sorry?
What's J stand for in your name?
James.
James? Okay. And then I had your middle name with a B. What's
Bernard.
Bernard?
In fact, you know what? I got my MDL now. Before
Oh.
you guys had the Ohio DL.
Perfect.
Yeah, I switched over to the dark side.
Oh no, look at you.
They make you put everything on your birth certificate, so it's actually Michael Bernard Gerard, because my father just loved me that much. Yeah, and then I have my confirmation name, so
Okay, I guess I'll just write that down real quick too.
Well, I get home. Dinner.
Yeah.
Dinner ain't ready. I'm gonna bitch and do it.
Oh.
I ain't gonna eat.
gotta be careful. It's a double-edged sword.
Okay.
That pendulum swings both ways.
Thank you, sir, very much. We got phone numbers for everybody, dates of birth for everybody, middle names for everybody. Fantastic. Okay,
My birthday's not on there.
what is your date of birth?
8/9/69.
969.
Mine's 62, so.
You're a baby.
I am.
Same here as me.
Okay. And just to go through it one real quick time, you guys came here, this was a scheduled visit. You were in here about a week ago, everything was fine, you were in here again yesterday. Yesterday, what time did you leave again?
I was only in here for about 5 minutes and I ran into Woody. What time did you
Post office,
figure? About
around
10,
10 o'clock,
15 or
because I had to be
something?
the
That's 10 a.m., yes?
No, 10 o'clock.
Okay. And then to everyone's knowledge, no one has been in here since 10 a.m. tomorrow. Your key. Mind if I take that? The key to this machine?
Oh,
Okay. And who issued you that key? Who issued you that key?
I did.
You did? Okay, gotcha. And is there a way of finding out who else may have a key similar to that or the exact same key? Or
That's the only,
that's the only key for this machine?
it's the only
it's the
one.
only one on that chain, but there's a whole bunch of them, or at least 3 or 4 of them in the office in the cabinetry.
Okay, those are easily accessible?
Not without a key to get in the office.
Was the office closed?
It was
Oh,
locked
goodness
when
gracious.
I left office.
Do you want
Okay.
me to get those keys out too? In case they're in there? I
no
need-
one should be in here for, no one should be in here, so no, that's fine. We'll
Okay.
just take,
All
we'll just
right.
take one key.
I'm supposed to be doing a RAL before I scheduled it for yesterday, but I'll do it a different time.
Okay.
But I have to have everything turned into the county by the 21st.
Okay,
And I can do that all right just in the office, not like I need to, we could probably, do we have a key to this room?
I don't know. I don't have a key.
I don't think so. I don't have one either. But I mean, I promise you that I would never do anything to compromise.
Sure,
I'm
well,
already feeling
the-
like the main suspect because I was here.
well, I appreciate you, I appreciate you letting me know things, okay? So,
Yeah, so I'm gonna be in there tomorrow. I was planning on doing it tomorrow.
Okay.
I will put it off a few days just because I'm kind of rattled.
yeah, that's a good
But I
idea.
have to do it between sometime, it has to be turned into the county by the 21st. So I can even wait right up till the 20th and do
Okay.
it then.
Okay.
And that might be easier for you and for me.
Yeah, most likely. It's gonna be a minute. I'm on half hour OT already, which is fine, but, okay. As far as that goes, I don't even know what those initials stand for, but it's gonna have to
it's,
wait. So, it's fine, I don't need to
It's an
know.
audit of the election.
Okay, so yeah, that's gonna have to wait. But anyway, as far as we know, no one was in here between 10 a.m. yesterday and 4 o'clock today.
Right.
Anyone dispute that? Okay. At this point in time, I guess everyone can get out. I'm taking some pictures, putting up some tape, and calling the sergeant and see what's going on.
You need help here, my help?
It is what it is.
Every once in a while that dirt falls on your blade, so.
Yeah.
So this will be a crime scene, so no one will be able to come in. That would be tampering with evidence and
Yeah.
all sorts of stuff, which is a felony, so just spread the word out.
Spread the word that crime's not.
Yeah, right?
Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
So, are we, anything else that you need? Are you still-
Not at the time being. We'll probably need to talk to everyone, but there's a lot going on here, and there's a lot of people to talk to, and we would be here for probably another 2 hours. So we're gonna put it on pause for right now. Everybody get out, and then we'll take photographs. This will be passed on, and we'll get to the bottom of it. Okay?
Okay. Thanks for coming, girls, whatever it was for. Sorry, brother.
You're good.
Is there anything I can do to assist you in any way, shape, or form?
Hang on. I'm gonna put this on mute for a
By
second.
the way, it sounds like your battery's dying, bro.
Yeah, it's been time since I got here.